So let's just find a nice posture here. If you like, you can rock back and forth on your chair or your cushion and sort of limber the body. What I'm doing is I'm kind of moving my upper body, swaying it back and forth a little and loosening some of the muscles around the ribs. If this is uncomfortable or you get sharp pain, then ease back a little bit. But just sort of feel yourself in the body. As we chant the first syllable Om, it's really about embodiment. And so feel yourself in your body with a little bit of movement. Another thing I often will do is sort of rotate on my cushion. So I'm on a seated cushion here, um, and I'll rock and I'll roll myself in a big O, and then I'll go the other way. If you ever have an excess of energy in your meditation where you have a lot of physical nervousness, this is a lovely thing to do at any point in your practice, is just a really gentle circular motion with your upper body on top of your hips. There's something really reassuring about it too. It's just rocking in a circle like this, and then come to center, and then sort of right at the center of that circle, you can breathe in and just feel a centeredness from the crown all the way down to the base of the spine as you breathe along that center, filling the chest, opening the chest, and also the back and down towards the solar plexus. Just feel the roundness of your breath stretching out into that circle you just created with your body. Right from the center, breathing in, the breath expands out to fill that circle, that round circle. And then breathing out, releasing but remaining in the center. Mm. Sensing a feeling of space within you, so that the breath and your awareness move easily out and in. So it's generally, before sounding a tone, just attuning to the quality of our breathing. So breathing in, just notice how your breath feels. Begin with the first syllable Om, and before chanting it, just see if you can settle into the meaning of that. So sense this quality of embodiment, that your body is aware, that your senses are open, and your breath leads you to this. This opening, as if you are a microcosm of the universe. And with this in mind, after your next exhale, breathing out, take a nice deep inhale. Bring attention to the center of the forehead and just sounding this tone Om together. Okay, one more again. Remember to just hold the intention lightly to be in a natural state of embodied awareness. If you like, you can imagine clear white light emanating out from the center of your forehead. Again. Let's do it one more time. And on this one, imagine that also the crown of your head is open. Here we have this uh, quality called the thousand petal lotus, place where like a flower opens wide and we can actually sort of attune to that which is beyond us. So feel this as well. And let's do it again, only a little bit quieter. And now again down to a whisper. And finally, we do it again, only hearing it in your mind, still feeling the resonance in the center of the forehead, in the body, and in the crown. And we'll simply pause here. This is also what we call the Vajra of body, which is really about action. So, this embodied mindful awareness that we're cultivating by doing this is really about how we are in the world in a physical body, in an open, attuned way, and in a way that is connected to that which is beyond us. So, we're really part of something in our physicality, part of something greater, cosmic, if you like. That remembering, that recognition, influencing how we are in the world, how we respond, how we act. And then taking another inhale, we'll drop to the base of the throat. We'll chant Ah. Ah is the A in Om, actually, in AUM, which you see more in yoga than in Buddhism, the Om, AUM. A is the first syllable of three, or first letter of three letters in that one syllable, largely because it is the origin of things. It is the opening that gives rise to creation, to existence. And in Buddhism, it's about openness, emptiness, and the wisdom that comes from that. So, breathing in and then feeling this tone really sort of in the back of the throat, whereas the last one we were focused in the center of the forehead and the crown. Feeling this tone in the back of the throat, and just you can follow me here. Okay, again, feeling openness, feeling truth expressed through this tone, and an opening to creativity and wisdom. And if you like, you can also just feel a very subtle yawn here. So, opening the back of the throat as if you're yawning as you let the tone out. And you can also visualize a clear red light emanating from here out into the space around you. Again, a little bit quieter. And still feeling the strength of the resonance of this quality, this energy, down to a whisper. And finally, again, hearing the tone in your mind. And then we'll simply pause. This second Vajra is often seen to be one of speech, but it's more than simply what we say. It's also clearing our reactions to what we hear and what is said to us, and receiving things with a much broader range of our own wisdom. Free expression of your truth, of things as they are, and a valuing also silence. So we can settle the mind in the midst of this tone because we are releasing into silence. What we call noble silence. Simply abiding without having to say anything. And then we drop attention now down to the center of the chest, to the heart. This third Vajra of mind is really about heart. It really is about the deep motivation within our consciousness to be compassionate. This too is mind. So we take a nice deep inhale. The syllable is hum, H-U-M. In Tibetan, they pronounce it like H-U-N-G, almost like a hung. Hum works too, H-U-M, whatever you prefer. And so opening the center of the chest, the field of awareness, here being one of love. We sound the tone hum here in the chest. Let it resonate through the upper cavity of the body. Also feeling the vibration in the back, behind the chest in the back, of open, loving compassion, unconditional love here. If you like, you can visualize here clear blue light emanating out in all directions. This quality of compassion, genuine loving intention for yourself, each other, and all beings. One more time, slightly quieter now. And still feeling the strength of the vibration in your body, in your heart, down to a whisper. And once more, hearing the tone quietly in your mind as you exhale. And then we simply pause and just hold that deep motivation of generosity, of heart, an emanation of your own capacity to be deeply, unconditionally loving, radiating that through your entire body, this caring, loving energy. And ordinarily we could go back and do all three in one breath, but we're not going to do that today. This is a way to continue this sadhana, but let's allow our practice now to continue. What we can do is really hold simultaneously these three qualities of embodiment, of mindful embodiment, of the attuning to truth, to wisdom, to the way things are just as they are, to silence as well. And compassion. After all, our awareness is most definitely spacious enough to include these qualities all at once. Mindful embodiment, truth and wisdom of this moment and of reality just as it is here and now, and love. So we'll just practice quietly together here till the bell brings us out. Be mindful of where your attention is. If the breeze of drowsiness has come up on one side of your boat, or if the restless wind has come up, no need to change the wind. Just be at the helm and gently guide the center of your awareness through whatever waters arise. We'll take this last minute or two simply to abide in open awareness. Just seeing if you can bear witness, observing without any form to the observing. Open, natural awareness.